Before you scroll past this video, ask yourself something. How many mornings have you woken up with goals in your head and excuses in your heart? How many times have you promised yourself you'd start tomorrow, only for tomorrow to become next week, next month, next year? Now take a deep breath, because this right here, right now, is the moment everything changes. This is not just another workout video. This is not a highlight reel or a fitness fantasy. This is an 8-day mental and physical breakthrough designed to wake up the fire inside of you. We're talking 60 minutes a day, or 8 days. Just you, your body, your breath, and your commitment to grow stronger. Not just stronger in your muscles, stronger in your mindset, stronger in your focus, stronger in your self-discipline, stronger in your ability to show up for you, not just when it's easy, but when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Because real strength, it isn't built in comfort, it's forged in struggle. And this journey, it will test you. You'll sweat, you'll ache, you'll want to quit, but you won't, because something deep inside you knows it's time. Time to take your mornings back. Time to take your body back. Time to take your life back. You've tried shortcuts. You've tried starting and stopping. But now, you're ready for something real. Something that pushes you, disciplines you, transforms you. This is that moment, this is that system, this is that challenge. In these 8 days, you'll follow a carefully crafted path. Each morning practice focuses on a specific layer of strength: physical power, mental clarity, endurance, flexibility, core stability, resilience, recovery, and finally, complete integration. We've stripped away the fluff, no gimmicks, no noise, just raw focus movement, intentional breath, and a mindset that refuses to lose. This is for the ones who are tired of staying stuck, the ones who crave change so badly they can feel it in their chest. You're not watching this by accident. You're here because you're ready. You're here because something in your spirit is saying, let's go. So if you're ready to wake up with purpose, to move like someone who's unstoppable, to feel the burn and rise anyway, then this is your challenge. This is your breakthrough. This is your day one. And remember this, it's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Because at the end of these 8 days, you won't just be stronger, you'll be transformed. Let's begin. Welcome to the 8-day morning strengthening practice. Let's build something unbreakable together. Day 1, the power of starting. This is the beginning, the start of something powerful, something life-changing, something that demands more from you and gives more to you in return. Day 1 is never about perfection. It's about commitment. It's about drawing a line in the sand and saying, I'm ready. No more waiting, no more excuses. Today, I begin. That moment, right now, is what separates dreamers from doers. You didn't wake up early today by accident. You're here for a reason. Something inside you is hungry for more. And today, you feed that hunger with discipline, movement, and strength. Your 60-minute training today isn't just a workout. It's a declaration. A declaration that you're taking your power back, that your mornings won't be wasted scrolling through your phone or making excuses. No, not anymore. Today, you take the first rep, the first breath, the first step into the future you deserve. And let's be honest, it's not easy. It's never easy. Your bed was warm. Your body was tired. Maybe your mind told you to stay down, but you didn't listen. You got up. And that alone makes you different. That already makes you stronger than most. Because strength doesn't begin with lifting weights. It begins with lifting yourself up when it would be easier to stay down. In this first session, your muscles will wake up, your breath will quicken, your heart will pound. That's the feeling of life flowing through you. That's the sound of change knocking on your door. The soreness you'll feel later, that's proof you showed up for yourself. Remember this, you're not just training your body, you're training your mind. You're teaching yourself how to be uncomfortable and still keep going. You're learning that discipline is greater than motivation. And that change only happens when you show up, especially when it's hard. Think of this as planting a seed. One small action done consistently will grow into something beautiful, something strong, something unstoppable. But you have to keep watering it, day by day, one morning at a time, this first hour. It's not just about building muscle, it's about building momentum. And momentum is magic. Once you feel it, once you ride it, you become a force that nothing can stop. So take a deep breath. Feel the power in your lungs. Feel your heart beating, not with fear, but with purpose. Today, you chose action. Today, you took control. And that one decision changes everything. Because this is no longer just day one of a training routine. This is day one of your rebirth. Your power is awakening. Your strength is rising. And the person you're becoming? They're ready to dominate every day that follows. Let's begin. Day 2, building mental toughness. Day 2 is here. You showed up again. And that matters more than you realize. Because while day 1 is about starting, day 2 is about staying. And this is where most people fall off. The initial excitement fades. The soreness sets in. Doubt creeps in. But not for you. You're still here. And that's powerful. Today is about something deeper than just physical strength. It's about mental toughness. Anyone can move their body when they feel motivated. But mental toughness? That's when you move your body even when your mind says, take it easy. That's when you train not because it's comfortable, but because it's necessary. Mental toughness means pushing through resistance. Not just from the outside world, but from within yourself. The voice that tells you, I'm tired. This is too hard. Maybe tomorrow. That voice is not your friend. That voice is fear dressed as comfort. And every time you ignore it and take action, you weaken it, you starve it. Every drop of sweat you shed today is proof you're fighting back. Every second you hold that plank, push through that squat, lift one more rep. You're not just working your muscles. You're training your willpower. You're reminding yourself that quitting is not an option. Because here's the truth, your body will follow where your mind leads. If your mind is disciplined, your body becomes powerful. If your thoughts are focused, your results become unstoppable. So use this 60-minute session today to sharpen your mindset. Don't just move, be intentional. Every rep, every breath, every movement should echo one message. I don't break, I grow. Mental toughness is also about consistency, shown up day after day, no matter the mood, no matter the weather, no matter how many distractions life throws your way. You made a promise to yourself, and today you keep it. Because people who win don't do it with motivation alone. They do it with relentless discipline. Remember, strength isn't loud, sometimes it's silent. It's in the quiet decision to keep going when no one is watching. It's in the discipline to say, I'll give it my all, even when you don't feel like it. That's what separates the average from the extraordinary. And you're choosing to be extraordinary. So today, embrace the struggle. Celebrate the challenge. When your muscles shake and your heart races, smile. Because you're in the fire, and this is where warriors are forged. You're not just doing a workout. You're becoming unbreakable. You're becoming focused, driven, and powerful from the inside out. This is only day 2, but already the world should be on notice. Because once your mind is tough, your limits no longer exist. Let's get to work. Day 3, strengthening the core of who you are. Welcome to day 3. You're not just 3 days into a physical journey. You're digging deep into the foundation of who you are. Today we focus on core strength. Not just your abs, but your entire center. Because the core isn't just a muscle group. It's a symbol of your inner power, your stability, and your ability to carry the weight of your life without breaking. Think about it. Everything in your body connects back to your core. Balance, posture, endurance, control. It all begins there. And in your life, it's no different. Your mindset, your beliefs, your values, those are your internal core. If they're weak, you collapse under pressure. But if you strengthen them, you can stand tall in any storm. Today's 60-minute session isn't just a workout. It's a declaration. I am grounded. I am centered. I am unshakable. As you work through today's core training, I want you to focus on control over chaos. Each movement, whether it's a plank hold, mountain climber, or leg raise, is an opportunity to build stability physically and mentally. When your core is strong, your body moves with purpose. When your values are strong, your life moves with direction. And remember this, the core doesn't scream like your arms or legs might. It whispers. It shakes quietly. It asks for your attention. And just like in life, The most important parts of us are often the ones we overlook. So today, pay attention, engage, activate, get uncomfortable. Because growth doesn't happen in ease. Growth happens when you lean into the burn and keep going. And while this is day 3 and you may already feel sore, I want you to know this. You're already changing. Every drop of sweat is your old self melting away. Every second you hold that pose is you proving to your doubt that it has no power here. This journey is shaping you into someone different, someone stronger, more disciplined, more aware of your potential. And today, that process continues from the inside out. Visualize this. A tree cannot grow tall if its roots are weak. In the same way, you can't rise to your full potential without a strong, stable base. Today, we strengthen those roots. We stabilize your core. We fortify your inner self. So the next time life tries to knock you off balance, you'll stand firm. Because you've trained for this. You've earned this strength. You've worked for this power. Let your core, both physical and mental, be a reminder that you are grounded. And nothing can shake you. Day 4. Discipline over motivation. Build a mindset that doesn't quit. Welcome to day 4. You've crossed the halfway mark of this 8-day morning strengthening practice, and now it's time to go deeper, not just into the muscle work, but into your mental conditioning. Today is all about one powerful word: discipline. Let's be real, motivation is great. It gets you started. It feels good. It's the fire that burns hot in the beginning. But here's the truth. Motivation fades. It comes and goes. It's emotional. It's inconsistent. You can't rely on it. If you wait until you feel like it, you'll never finish what you started. But discipline is what makes warriors. Discipline is what shows up when motivation is gone. It's the voice inside you that says, I don't want to do this, but I will anyway. And that right there is where power lives. When you wake up early to train, when you push through soreness, when you commit to doing that one last rep even though your muscles are burning, that's discipline. And that's what today's 60-minute session is all about. You'll be tired. You'll want to quit. Your mind will come up with every excuse to stop. But today, you train yourself to override that voice. You train yourself to show up regardless of how you feel. Because greatness isn't built on comfort, it's built on habits, repetition, consistency. And that's what separates the average from the elite. So as you train today, I want you to see each set, each exercise as a test, not of your body, but of your will. You're going to push past your limits. You're going to feel discomfort, but that's exactly where the growth is. Because every time you override your feelings and act with discipline, you are rewiring your brain to be stronger, tougher, more committed. You are becoming someone who doesn't rely on moods, but on mission. And this shift in mindset, it doesn't just apply to your workout. It applies to your entire life. The same discipline that gets you through this workout will help you wake up early to build your business. It will help you stick to your goals. It will help you walk away from things that drain your energy. Discipline is the ultimate freedom. It puts you in control. So today, don't ask yourself if you're motivated. Ask yourself if you're committed. Don't wait to feel inspired. Just get up and move. You already know the formula. Show up. Do the work. Repeat, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard, because that's how you build the life you're proud of. Today, you're not just training your body, you're sharpening your mindset into steel. And once you have that, no challenge can break you. Day 4 is here. Discipline over motivation. Always. Let's get to work. Day 5. Power through pain. How to build strength when it hurts. Day 5 is here. You're over the hump. And now things are getting real. Your body is sore, your mind is tired, and your inner voice may be saying, why keep going? This is the moment that separates dreamers from doers. This is where strength is born, not in comfort, but in the middle of the storm. Today's session is about one core truth. Pain is part of the process. Now let's make something clear. There's a difference between injury and pain. Injury is your body saying stop. Pain, on the other hand, is your body saying grow. It's the discomfort that comes when you're stepping out of your old limits and reaching into your potential. Most people turn around when they feel pain. They believe it's a sign to quit. But you're not most people. You're here to get stronger. You're here to change the narrative. You're here to power through the pain because you know on the other side is a version of you that's unshakable. Pain is not your enemy, it's your ally. It's your teacher. Every burn in your muscles, every drop of sweat on your brow is proof that you're moving forward. You're not standing still, you're evolving. Think of an athlete pushing through the last lap, a fighter standing up after being knocked down, a mother powering through childbirth. Pain is always present at the edge of greatness. Always. So what do you do when it hurts? You breathe, you focus, and you keep moving. You remind yourself why you started. You hold the vision of your stronger self in your mind, and you push toward it. Because here's the secret. Your body will go further than your mind thinks it can. Most people quit at 40% of their true potential, but today, you're going beyond that. You're discovering your hidden strength, that part of you that doesn't back down no matter how hard it gets. Let this session be a breakthrough. Let every rep be a reminder that pain is temporary, but the strength you gain is forever. And remember, you're not just training your muscles, you're building resilience. You're training your spirit to endure, because life will bring you challenges, setbacks, obstacles. And how you train now is how you'll respond then. So push through the burn, power through the fatigue, turn your pain into power. This is your transformation in motion. The pain you feel today is shaping the strength you'll carry for a lifetime. You're not weak for feeling it, you're strong for facing it. Let's go all in. Day 5. Power through pain. You were built for this. Day 6. Mental toughness, training the mind like the body. Welcome to day 6. You've come so far, but today we shift gears because real strength isn't just built in your body, it's forged in your mind. Anyone can lift a weight, but not everyone can carry the weight of doubt, fear, fatigue, and still keep moving. That takes mental toughness, the kind that champions live by. This morning, you're not just waking up to train your muscles. You're rising to train your mindset, to rewire the way you think about discomfort, about effort, about challenge. Because once your mind is strong, your body has no choice but to follow. Let me ask you, how do you respond when things get hard? Do you retreat or do you rise? Do you let excuses run the show or do you silence them and push forward anyway? Mental toughness is the discipline to do what must be done, especially when you don't feel like it. It's the voice that says, one more rep, when your body says, I'm done. It's staying focused on your goal, even when distractions come knocking. Right now, as you move through this session, don't just move your body, challenge your thoughts. Every time you want to quit, pause and remind yourself, I've done harder things. I'm not giving up now. Picture your highest self, the version of you who never backs down, who faces fear head on, who keeps going when others stop. That version lives inside you. And every drop of sweat today brings you closer to that reality. Mental toughness also means staying present. You can't win the game in your head if your mind is stuck in the past or racing into the future. Bring it back to now. Focus on this moment, this breath, this rep. And here's the truth. Discipline is not about feeling motivated every day. It's about showing up regardless of how you feel. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline? That's the real power. That's the muscle you're training today. This day is about learning that you don't need permission, the perfect conditions or external cheerleaders. You have everything you need inside of you already. You don't become unbreakable by chance. You become unbreakable by choice. And every second you spend choosing discipline, pushing your limits and sharpening your focus, you're rewriting your future. So keep showing up. Keep fighting the voice that says stop. Keep proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Because this is what mental toughness looks like. Not loud, not flashy, but relentless. Quiet determination, daily grit, fierce consistency. Basics is yours. Train your mind like a warrior and your body will become unstoppable. This is how champions are made. Day 7, flexibility and flow, the power of letting go. Congratulations on making it to day 7. You've shown strength, discipline, and mental grit. But today we focus on a different kind of power. flexibility. The kind that doesn't come from force, but from flow. From learning to let go. You see, strength isn't just about how much you can lift or how long you can hold a plank. True strength is about balance between effort and ease, between tension and release. Between pushing forward and knowing when to breathe. And that's exactly what today is all about. Restoring, lengthening, softening, and reconnecting. This morning, give yourself permission to slow down. You've earned it. Not to be lazy, but to allow your body to recover, your mind to recenter, and your spirit to realign. Because flexibility isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Think of a tree. The ones that survive storms aren't the stiff ones. They're the ones that bend, that sway, that move with the wind instead of resisting it. That's how you have to move through life too. Be when you hold stress in your shoulders, tension in your hips, tightness in your back. That's not just physical. That's emotional, mental, even spiritual. Today's session is your chance to release it all. Breathe into the discomfort, not to fight it, but to listen. What is your body trying to tell you? What emotions are stored in those tight spaces? This isn't just about touching your toes. It's about reaching into yourself and letting go of what no longer serves you. Maybe you've been holding on to frustration. Maybe fear has been gripping you. Maybe self-doubt has been living in your posture, in your movement, in your breath. But not today. Today you practice the power of release. You stretch not just to become more limber, but to become more open. To change, to growth, to possibility. Because a flexible body supports a flexible mind. And a flexible mind can adapt, evolve, and thrive in any situation. The flow is not about perfection. It's about presence. It's not about rushing through poses or hitting angles. It's about feeling each moment, each breath, each shift. So don't force anything. Move gently, move intentionally, and most importantly, trust yourself. Trust that every slow stretch is progress. Trust that every deep breath is healing you. Trust that even in stillness, you are getting stronger. This is your time to recharge, to find your center again, to remember that growth isn't just in the grind, it's also in the stillness, in the surrender. Let go of the tension, let go of the pressure, let go of the idea that you always have to be doing, because sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply be. Day 7 is about flow, and in flow you rediscover who you are, powerful, peaceful, and unstoppable. Day 8, full integration, becoming the strongest version of you. You've made it to day 8. That's not just a number on a calendar, it's a symbol of transformation. This isn't just another morning. This is the moment where all your effort, discipline, and focus come together. Today is about integration, bringing everything you've practiced into harmony. Your strength, your endurance, your flexibility, your breath, your mindset, all of it matters. And now, it's time to fuse it into one powerful, unstoppable force. Over the past 7 days, you've trained more than your body. You've trained your mind, your will, and your resilience. You've challenged your excuses. You've moved past your limitations. You've shown up not just once, but again and again. That's what champions do. That's what leaders do. That's what the best version of you does. Today, we honor that version of you. This 60-minute session isn't about pushing to your limits in just one area. It's about balancing it all. It's about owning your routine, finding your rhythm, and proving to yourself that you are capable of sustained strength, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally too. You'll combine the power of core strength with the fluidity of flexibility. You'll mix focused breath work with explosive movement. You'll challenge your stamina and find stillness between sets. You'll sweat, you'll shake, you'll struggle, but you will not quit. Why? Because you didn't come this far to stop now. Every squat you've done, every stretch you've held, every drop of sweat, it all led to this moment, this final push, this final practice, this final chance to prove to yourself that you can start something, stay with it, and finish it stronger than you began. This is about elevation, not just improvement, but transformation. You started this journey with a commitment, but today you complete it with a breakthrough. Let your movements be intentional. Let your breath be deep and steady. Let your heart beat with the confidence of someone who knows they can conquer anything. You're not just following a workout anymore. You're leading yourself. You've taken control. You've shown up for yourself. And that means everything. You are not the same person who started on day one. You're more focused, more resilient, more grounded, more powerful. Let that truth sink in. When it gets hard today, and it will, remember this. You've already done the hard part. You've built the foundation. Now it's time to rise. Finish strong. Move like someone who's already won. Breathe like someone who believes in their future. And carry yourself like someone who has built something unbreakable from the inside out. This is your final day, but it's only the beginning. The beginning of a stronger body. The beginning of a sharper mind. The beginning of a life led by purpose, power, and persistence. So take this final step and step into your greatness. You've earned it. Let's finish this together. Let day 8 be the day you remember. This is the day I became unstoppable. And just like that, you did it. 8 mornings. 8 powerful opportunities to choose growth over comfort, discipline over doubt, strength over excuses. You showed up. You pushed through. You made a decision that most people only talk about. You acted on it. This wasn't just about stretching your muscles or breaking a sweat. This was about shifting your mindset, upgrading your habits, and honoring the commitment you made to yourself. Because the truth is, you didn't need permission to rise. You just need the reason. And now that reason is you. Over the last 8 days, you've unlocked something powerful. Every rep, every deep breath, every moment you chose to stay in it when your body said stop. You were building something more than strength. You were building a new version of yourself. One that no longer settles. One that doesn't shrink when life gets heavy. One that stands tall even when no one's watching. You've now proven to yourself what's possible when you give your mornings intention. You've tasted discipline. You've tasted focus. You've tasted what it feels like to rise with purpose instead of just waking up. This is the foundation. But it's not the finish line. You have a choice now. Go back to what's familiar, or keep pressing forward into the unknown, into your full potential. Because this isn't just the end of an 8-day challenge. This is the beginning of a new lifestyle. A life where your first hour of the day sets the tone. A life where excuses no longer live rent-free in your mind. A life where the mirror reflects not just a body in motion, but a spirit that refuses to quit. And the best part? You're no longer doing this for validation or for anyone else. You're doing this because you respect yourself too much to give anything less than your best. So ask yourself, if you can transform this much in just 8 days, what could you do in 30? In 90? In a year? Let this be your ignition point. Let this challenge become a lifestyle. Let this victory echo through every goal you set from this day forward. Because you don't just have momentum now, you have proof. Proof that you are capable. Proof that your time is now. Proof that when you show up consistently, the results show up with you. So take this strength you've built mentally, physically, emotionally, and carry it with you into every room you walk into, every goal you chase, every morning that greets you with possibility. You did it. Now keep going, because the strongest version of you isn't just a result, that's a decision. Let today mark the start of something extraordinary. Stay strong, stay committed, and never forget, your mornings are your power. Now go own every single one of them.